Hello, welcome to today's trophy hunting stream. Let me get. I've really fucked up. I forgot my timer. Whoops. We're going to be finishing up Doki Doki today. As the only thing I have left is the side stories, and I know I've only got, I think 4 of them left. There's a 2 here. And there's apparently, like, I think like another 1 or 2 that pop up after you do these. So we'll get the PS4 Plat today, and we'll also, as a bonus, get the PS5 Plat, because I'm just going to go right on ahead to the PS5 stack right away. And I've already been working on it. I'm literally basically missing the same thing, which is the, pardon me, the 2 side stories, and that's it. I basically prepped this, so that's going to be very close to Plat, so... You get 2 Plats today, which is very cool. Yeah, hope everyone's doing well. Hello, Skiller, Vezd, and Nice Estonia. Hope everyone's doing good. I'm really hoping I can get back to streaming regularly again. The main reason why I wasn't was literally because of fucking NBA Live. Like, this fucking game. Literally, this game was the main reason I've not been playing recently, not been streaming recently. In particular, this trophy, which is basically getting to like level 20 online, and that required getting like 3 million EXP. I wish it's my plat pot, but it's not, because I just really just want to concentrate on doing online. I've still got Korean modes to do, and I've still got court battle hype to do, and court battle hype is actually rarer than the online. I think it's because it's such a boring game mode, needed like 1 million EXP in it, so yeah, that's gonna be fun to pop. Castlevania Lords of Shadow? That's the one that's like more like a hack and slash or something, isn't it? I've actually always wanted to play that one. Right. Let's get started on this then. Oh, actually, before then, because I did some of this off stream, I did unlock more poems. I've basically, like, done everything I can except for the side stories now, so I might as well quickly look at the stuff that I've unlocked. I think I've not seen this. Oh no, I think I've seen that one before. It's a bit of column A and B in a way, Vez. So I wouldn't say it's not really skill based, but you do need to have some knowledge of basketball. Like, I wouldn't recommend it to people who've never played NBA in their life or watched a basketball game. Because you do need some knowledge, I think, of it. But it's mostly just an absolute insane grind. Like I said, you need 3 million EXP. We managed in our boosting group to efficiently kind of get so that everyone manages to get something like 7k EXP every 3 to 4 minutes. Originally, it was something like 1k EXP per minute, but then we nailed it down to be 7k EXP every 3 to 4 minutes. So I guess you could do the math on that of, you know, if we could get 7k EXP per 3 to 4 minutes, how long would it take someone to get to 3 million EXP? And you could just do the math that way, you know? Because we only found out the fast method a fair bit later on, I'd say that probably the online grinding must have took well over to 90 to 100 hours, maybe. I would have thought, I mean, maybe it was about like closer to 50, 60, but because we started off so inefficient in the beginning, I think we ended up taking about 70 to 80 hours grinding the online, if not maybe way longer than that. It was absolutely bonkers. So yeah, let's go get the poems we unlocked. Yeah, these pictures is the side story. So I think you've seen that one. This is the one I unlocked. Today I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how blank feels now. I assume that's supposed to be Yuri. I'm supposed to be the responsible one, though. So I don't think I'll be doing it again unless I decide to kill myself. I left a memento of the occasion below. No idea who could have written that. Probably either Sayuri or Monica, maybe. Okay, I think there's another one that I unlocked as well. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was there was nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. And there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So laughing was not part of the dream. It was a noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was and how they knew to tell a joke at the moment. I think that's kind of basically it. Oh yeah, that's a little... Yeah. So I've unlocked all the secrets, which is the biggest RNG in the game. Backgrounds we've got all the sketches. The promo, I think, again, is the side stories. Alright, let's get a move on then. Alright, self-love. NBA Live 2000. You know what? Nicest thing, that was probably the last one I played before this one as well. Was probably 2001. I'm actually pretty big into sports games, but the platinums were often too ridiculous. I don't tend to go for them very much. But casually, like when I was younger, like in my teens and all that, I used to actually love playing sports games. It's only been 1 day since Yuri's letter was delivered to Natsuki with Monika's help. Because Yuri chose not to attend the club meeting that day, she and Natsuki haven't faced each other since. Although it's only lunchtime, Yuri finds herself anxiously counting the hours until she needs to face the outcome of the efforts, whether it was good or bad. And because the passing by of students was making her feel even more anxious, Yuri picked out the most secluded spot she could find to spend her lunch. Because the staircase is under maintenance, no student have had any reason to come here. It's such a relaxing feeling to have a moment of solitude in the middle of a frantic school day. Eep. What are you doing here? Yuri grips her book with enough force to wrinkle the pages beneath the pressure of her thumbs. Well, what are you doing here? I just came to get a drink from the vending machine. The other one is out of the drink I like. Yuri notices Natsuki fidgeting with a few coins between her fingers. She nods, avoiding eye contact. Natsuki, while also looking away, shovels over to the vending machine. I mean, I've never been athletic, so I don't really have much of an excuse. It's so quiet that every one of her movements seems to reverberate through the entire stairwell. After far too long, she finally receives her beverage, which she then fidgets with it in place of the coins. Some kind of iced tea. But instead of leaving right away, Natsuki just stands in place. She glances all around her. It's like way too quiet here. Back here, it's creepy. I mean, that's not what I meant. I mean, it's totally cool, that's your thing or whatever. Like, I can see how it suits you, so... Not because I think you're creepy or something. I didn't mean that either. You know, I'm just gonna stop talking. That seems like a good idea. It's okay. Everything is okay. Yuri finds herself attempting some words of comfort after hearing Natsuki stammer herself into dejection. Seemingly in response, Natsuki approaches the base of the staircase and instantly hesitantly sits herself down near Yuri. Oh, I think that's his age, nice and stone. You feel like once you hit 30, that's basically it. Yeah, like your back's fucked, you know? Well, I can leave if you want. Yuri shakes her head. Natsuki twists the cap of her drink and takes a sip. Despite receiving Yuri's general permission, Natsuki doesn't say anything more. Yuri continues to read, or at least pretends to. And the two just sit there for a long time. The tension seems to fade a little bit as time passes. Even without any words, this seems to at least mean something, though it's not clear what that may be. I'm just going to try to get myself a bit comfortable in the chair. Sat in some bloody hoodie. I'll just shove it there for now. I need to put that in the bin anyway. Ice cream break. Ice cream break? Yeah, like, I used to do that too, Vez. NHL actually is probably my favourite sport. Actually, I'm a really big hockey fan, but... Unfortunately, it's also probably the hardest out of all the sports games, platinums to go for, probably next to, like, NBA 2K. Which is such a shame. I have, like, loads of, like, NHL games I think are, like, on my list. I mean, they're going to probably see them at this point, because I kind of don't really play them much anymore, but, like... I think NHL 22 or 21 was the last one I had on my list. I can find it. I'm gonna be spending 20 years. Oh, look, it says PC on there now. I'll be spending 20 years fucking looking for it now. But yeah, I've got like loads of like NHL games. Like on my list, I got like NHL 12, NHL 13, I think 14 as well. I think after that, I kind of stopped buying them, and then I think NHL 20 or 21's on there as well. But yeah, the platinums for every NHL game are absolutely fucking ludicrous. Yeah, I mean, well, the Gretzky record's a classic trophy, that, isn't it? I feel like every NHL game's had that trophy in it. Yeah, I'm big into, like, you know, I do like the Madden games now. Because they're not too bad, like the more recent ones. MLB's pretty good as well. Lunch ends more quickly than expected. Natsuki is the first to stand up with an empty drink bottle. Are you coming today? To the club? Yuri nods. I'm sorry for being so awkward. I'm really bad at talking about this stuff. I just can't for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, I think is it 24, right? MLB. Apparently that trophy list is completely free. It's similar to like, you know, the one with Otani on the cover? I want to say it's MLB 21 or 22. No, it's 22. I think it's 22 with Otani on the cover. I think. But one of those ones anyway, like, you know how there was one that was like super free, you could get it in a few hours, there's no online? Apparently that one's the same this year, like it's super free. So I definitely want to get that at some point, but when it's like way cheaper. But I want to, eventually. There's no rush, I promise. Thanks. It's actually really nice to see somebody else who's into getting sports platinums, because I feel like so out of place in trophy hunter communities, because most people don't really care for sports, you know? The overlap between gaming and sports is pretty minimal unless you find people like only die hard into like FIFA or something like that, you know? So it's pretty cool to find somebody else like that. I know like Seg's one who does, but I don't tend to see him around too often these days. Yeah, most sports. I mean, hell, I'd probably even do FIFA as well, but if that wasn't so fucking hard. You got lots of games to grind on, don't you, Skiller? Got lots of backlog. It's the next day. Natsuki appears from around the corner and steps up to the vending machine, glancing at Yuri as she does so. Today, she seems to be holding some kind of book as well. Oh, you're here again. Well, I just came here to read this because there aren't any people around here. Oh, I thought you didn't like how quiet it was. Well, I don't, but there's no people here. I see. You know, he just got bigger? Wait, what do you mean? Hey, Lucas, how you doing? No shovelware, nice. What did you get? Oh, golf. I have like one golf platinum, I think, and that's the one that was given away on PS Plus a few years ago. 2K 21, I think. I don't know. But I do have, like, Ryder did put, I think, some of the golf club games on my list as well, so that's a bit annoying. I have to do them at some point. The mood feels much different today than it did yesterday. After yesterday's lunch and the club meeting that followed, Natsuki and Yuri began to feel a lot more relaxed around each other again. Although Yuri's letter still lingering in the back of Natsuki's mind, she continues to detour around it. Is it okay that I'm here? Oh, you got more games today. Oh, damn. What did you, What games did you get? Yeah, I don't care. I mostly just don't feel like dealing with the crap I get from my friends about it. Especially since I just assumed I stopped reading manga after I joined the literature club. Not that I'm trying to hide it from them exactly. I just don't want to come up again now after I waited so long for this new volume to come out. Literally months at this point. You don't have other friends who are into manga? Not unless online friends count. And Sayuri, but that's different because she's not exactly into it, she just likes it, you know what I mean? Honestly, you're lucky that the books you're into at least look like books. You don't have to feel like everyone's constantly judging you for what you're reading. That'd be so awful. Especially since I already hate attention so much. Well, it's a good thing I have thick skin, I guess. By the way, I totally recommend finding some friends online if you haven't already. If you're like me and have no one to share your hobbies with. Oh, I have online friends. Since middle school, actually, I was especially desperate back then. It's somewhat embarrassing to reminisce about those days. You have no clue about... Wait, you went and brought a bunch of games, Skiller, and you don't know what they are? Was it like, did you buy a bunch of like physical copies or something, like in a job lot, and you didn't really have a good look or something? Sometimes I feel like the me from a few years ago benefited from a good smack across the face. Oh, whatever, we're all just stupid kids back then anyway. Some of the fanfics I wrote, thank God I used a pseudonym. But I liked it at the time, I got a lot of fulfillment out of it. And plus I can look back and say with confidence I've become a better person since then. So I don't think I'll change anything. I wonder if a few years from now we'll think the same thing about our current selves. Probably. That doesn't make you uncomfortable? No, of course not. I don't care whether people think of me, especially someone who doesn't even exist yet. Alright, here. Natsuki raises her hand to her face and forcefully slaps her own cheek. That's me from the future coming to terms with me right now. Also, ow, I didn't mean to do it that hard. Among Us ain't fucking shovelware. Get the hell out of here. Oh, I have no... I mean, try me, Skiller. You'd be surprised. I surprise a lot of people. Among Us. Yuri doesn't seem to react. But then, to Natsuki's surprise, Yuri shyly looks the other way before lifting her arm and doing the same thing to herself, loudly smacking her cheek. She turns red and stares into her lap, but is unable to hide a smile, as though it was a really funny joke. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't know you had it in you. I don't know. I don't even know why I did that. Maybe I thought it'd be funny. Sorry, I keep distracting you. You said you were looking forward to reading, but I keep going on about all this nonsense. I'll let you get to your reading. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess I'll do that then. The conversation ends quickly and Natsuki opens a book. The two read silently for the remainder of the lunch hour. But the whole time, Yuri feels distracted by a twist of regret over having so abruptly forced the end of the conversation. I know Ollie Ollie, I know Might and Magic, Streets of Rogue I think I've heard about from somewhere. Because I remember Streets of Rogue, so I was thinking like, hey hold on, that sounds like Streets of Rage. Atomic Crops I think I've heard, sounds like an indie type thing. Potato I've heard because everyone was crazy into it. That game released for super cheap. Done about until then, Loot Light I don't know. Elemental Knights, don't know. Undungeon I think I've heard of. I've heard a good decent chunk of them. Yeah, good luck. Sounds like a lot of really fun games for you to enjoy. You're back. Yeah, I'm here to lay low again. Another day has passed. During lunchtime, Natsuki finds herself having wandered to the stairwell once more. Yeah, I heard so much good about Potato. Hey, did you buy that? Natsuki quickly notices a bottle of iced tea on the staircase where she normally sits. Yuri nods, avoiding eye contact. What, like for me? But you didn't know I was coming here today. What if I didn't show up? Well, I mean, I just would have drank it myself, I guess. It was a stupid thing to do. No, it wasn't stupid. I just thought... never mind. What I meant to say is thank you. And that's a really nice gesture. It's okay if you don't feel that way. I do. It was the other things that I didn't mean. I swear, please believe me. You pauses, then nods. Talking is hard, I get it wrong a lot too. So I believe you. Natsuki exhales in relief. She then sits down next to Yuri and takes the drink. Knowing Yuri, she was probably overthinking it so much that Natsuki's tepid response filled her with self-doubt. I'll do something nice for you next time. Please, don't feel obligated. I want to. I want to do nice things too. Okay. Thank you. You can thank me after I figure out how to do something nice. I'll do it then too. Natsuki sighs. Nothing. Just reminds me I've been getting along with my friends lately. Is that why you've been coming here? Well, no, not exactly. I haven't been avoiding them on purpose or anything. There's just other things I'd rather be doing during lunch lately. I like being around them and we're all just having fun, but I also just can't take anything seriously. So when I'm, I don't know, feeling serious, then their attitudes is really great at my nerves. I get on my nerves. Ah, fantastic, Skiller. So what have you got left? Oh, 6 out of 50 playthroughs. 50 hours. 6 out of 10 can be like really deceiving, to be honest, for games. I found some 6 out of 10s to be harder than some games that are like 8 out of 10s or whatever, to be honest. It's only gotten worse ever since I joined the literature club. How come? I don't know. I feel like I used to be really good at just putting up with it because it would be so stupid to cause drama over a joke I didn't like or something. But I just have a hard time doing that lately. But it's my fault for being overly sensitive. If I have a problem, I'm not going to just demand for everyone around me to change. But yeah, I know. Monica and Sayuri really don't agree with that kind of thing. But they're not in my position, so it's easy for them just to say that you should just communicate your feelings or whatever. It's not like my friend group does that kind of thing. I'd just be making an embarrassment of myself. Sorry, none of this has anything to do with you. I don't know why I'm talking about it. It's okay. I like listening. What, listening to other people's problems? Yes. That's weird. Sorry. I just like learning about people. Do you think it's weird? No, that's not weird. I probably just misunderstood, so... I don't know. Does that mean I should keep going? If you'd like. Okay. Well, I don't know what to talk about now. What are some things that you like about your friends? A lot of things. I mean, they're really fun to hang out with, like after school and on the weekends. And they really like my baking. And it's fun to complain about school together. They make me laugh a lot, and we have a lot of really good memories and inside jokes. Oh, I'm bad at a lot of those things. So? Are those all things that are important to you? Well, kind of, but they're not things I need to get out of everybody. Under 10 gold crowns for small ones, getting kills and do special quests, and that's basically it. Are you so close to the finish line, Skiller? It's a roguelike? Yeah, roguelikes are really spicy. Oh yeah, like this is Skiller we're talking about, like... Honestly, I can see him definitely nailing that Atomic Crops game. Everyone in the club is really different from that, but I'm still friends with them too. Well, Sayuri really likes your baking, and she makes you laugh, and she complains a lot. That doesn't mean she's anything like my other friends. Well, unlike them, she's a nice person who cares about your feelings. Excuse me? How about you don't talk that way about my friends they don't know anything about? Natsuki stands up. No, wait. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I didn't want to say something bad. Please don't leave. Natsuki sighs and shakes her head. It's fine, as long as you understand that you can't just judge people like that. I'm sorry. Natsuki sits back down. I mean, I don't think Yuri was really wrong there, to be honest. You can't just compare friends like that and like measure who's better than who. Everyone's different. I'm sorry. I just don't like people who want to hurt you. A moment of silence stretches between them. They don't want to hurt me. We just like to tease each other about stupid things. It's fun. I don't like that. But that's why I'm friends with them and you're not. You like it? Just don't worry so much about me. It's not worth it. I'm sorry. I wish I knew how to help with social conflicts. Like how Monica can. She's good at these things. Not really. Also, I don't always want help. Sometimes it's just stuff I have to deal with myself. That's what Monica and Sayuri never seem to understand. Sometimes all you do is look at them wrong and they're like, what's wrong? Is everything okay? I just want to mind my own business sometimes and decide myself I want to talk about things. The only one who understands that is you. So you really shouldn't be so hard on yourself. You're not as bad as you think. Oh, you don't need to reassure me or anything. I mean that. Plus, it makes sense that someone who doesn't talk a lot make a good listener. Thank you. You're also nice. Bless you, Ryder. It's really hard for me. It doesn't come naturally at all. It's so weird because I always thought of myself as someone who could just say whatever's on my mind. I feel like that only works when I'm annoyed or upset or want to say something mean. Why am I like that? You don't have to answer that. I'm just talking to myself. Yuri nods and remains silent. Natsuki notices her fidgeting with the pages of her book. How come you like reading so much? Oh, well, a lot of reasons. But I just get sucked into it easily. It's so immersive, like I want to be a part of it. I think there's a lot of things about people in real life that make me feel uncomfortable and frustrated. Especially when it comes to following social conventions and group interactions. I just don't really understand it, and I have no real desire to participate. But it's different with books. It's like I always want to be around the characters. I feel such strong emotional connection with them in ways I've never felt with real people. So in that way, it can sometimes feel more real than real life. Really? Is that hard for you to be around people, like all the time? Fairly often, especially in group settings. When people are making all kinds of conversations, saying jokes and all of that, I don't know what to do and I just disengage. Ah, that doesn't get lonely. I don't think so. I still enjoy spending time with people one-on-one. And I have online friends too, of course. Do you ever wish that you could be friends with the characters in your books? All the time. Sometimes so badly that it makes my heart ache. Yeah, me too. Really? A lot. Like, more than anything. After Natsuki mutters that, silence fills the stairwell once more, but it's a mutual silence, one full of understanding. Damn, that's a feel that, to be honest. I wish I could be friends with everyone in this game too, to be honest. Except when they get all weird. I don't want to be friends with Yanda or Yuri. But, I don't know, yeah, I kind of get that, like, you know, wanting to be friends with, like, characters and stories and stuff. I definitely feel that. Hey. Oh, hello. I almost thought you weren't coming today. Yeah, well, lunch is already more than halfway over. Natsuki had typically been meeting Yuri in the stairwell much earlier, since it had been a good way of dodging her friends when she didn't feel like seeing them. Today, she's holding a large plastic container in both hands. I ran into my friends, so I hung out with them for a while. Is that so? Yeah. I was in a good mood today, so I figured I should. I hadn't seen them in a while, which I had to come up with an excuse for, but I expected that. Plus, I have way more of these I know what to do with, so I figured I would share them too. As she sits down, Natsuki opens the lid of her container. You made cupcakes. You know it. It's been a while at this point, so I figured it's about time again. No worries, Nice Estonian. Thank you so much for being here and lurking, my dude. I will enjoy my Plat. You can take one if you want. Yuri takes a cupcake and carefully twirls it between her fingers. It's brown with dark green frosting, immaculately shaped into a floral pattern and topped with some kind of glittery powder. How pretty. I just ate, so I may not be able to finish it. Are they for the club? Yeah, I guess so. I didn't really think about it, I just made them. I just thought that because green is Monica's favourite colour, right? Well, yeah, but that's not really... Yuri takes a small bite. This is green tea flavoured. I love green tea. Oh, do you? It's just a random idea I wanted to try, so... Don't laugh at me. I'm not. I just felt happy. Oh, sorry. I usually when... never mind. What I mean is that I'm glad. Sorry for saying dumb things again. I just want to do something nice. And this is something I happen to be good at. And I do know that you like them, from past experience. Yui turns red, recalling the time she treated herself rather generously to Natsuki's cupcakes. Ironically, her mouth is too full of cupcake for her to stammer an excuse, so she just settles for a disapproving look. How did you get into baking? Oh, well, I don't know, it just kind of always appealed to me. Well, a few years ago, I read this one manga of a lot of baking, so I got, like, super into it for a while. I probably made stuff almost, like, every day. But it's something that I always knew I liked anyway. It's just baking is like art, but when you get good at it, it gets more delicious too. I'm struggling to imagine myself putting my heart into something so artistic, knowing that it would just be eaten afterwards. Yeah, well, maybe too practical for it. I think I just prefer to be on the receiving end. That's my other favourite part about it. It's something I can do that makes a lot of people happy, like, unconditionally. Everyone is always so thankful, and at that moment, it gets to be like the bringer of joy. I don't know, it just makes me feel... valued? Yeah, I guess that. So were you able to make up with your friends today? There wasn't really anything to make up with them about. We weren't fighting or anything. You weren't? Maybe I misunderstood. It only turns into a fight if I lose my cool, and that's just unnecessary drama, only makes things worse. So they're not going to stop? I mean, it only happens sometimes anyway. It's just the way they are, and I'm the only one ever that has a problem with it. It's not worth it. Especially since I have somewhere to go now and I don't feel like hanging out with them. Oh, I see. The cupcake's empty foil wrapper audibly crinkles as Yuri clenches a fist. I'm glad that the situation is resolved, and that you don't have to avoid them anymore. Yeah, me too. And I don't have to bother you during your alone time anymore. I'm sure you have a lot of reading to catch up on. Yeah. I know that cupcakes are basically nothing compared to the stuff you've done for me, but it's the best I can do. So you have the rest of them. So you can have the rest of them. Natsuki grabs the box and slides over to Yuri's feet. Yuri stares at the box. Then she shakes her head and slides them back. You should save them for your other friends. But I made them for you. Natsuki's voice whines as she protests. I know, and I like them very much, exactly as you thought. You succeeded. But I know you care about making other friends happy too. And if this is the way you know how to make this happen, then I'm not going to take it from you. No, they were for making you happy. You make me happy. You're worth more than cupcakes to some people. That's why they want to spend time with you and be your friend. Without warning, tears pour from Natsuki's eyes. She pulls her knees to her chest and starts sobbing into her arms. Natsuki, I'm such a bad person. Yuri stammers, feeling panicked. I didn't mean to say something bad. Natsuki shakes her head and wipes her eyes. You didn't. Natsuki tries to choke back her sobs, but struggles to speak through them. I just really hate myself sometimes. And it just feels so wrong when you say those nice things to me. Like I don't deserve it. I'm sorry. No, I am. I'm so difficult. And I can't think of even a single thing about myself that somebody would like. And I hated myself for bothering you during lunch. I just thought it was my chance to be a good person, like to be nice and to do the things you wrote about in the letter. I knew if I tried in the club, Sayori and Monica would be super annoying and make a huge deal out of it. You know, I think a lot of those negative things too about myself. I never felt like a good person. I always scrutinize everything I say, and later I feel like I said all the wrong things. And I just spend so much time thinking about myself, hating myself, and feeling like everyone else must hate me too. So I understand some of that from my own experience. And that's why I wanted to write the letter and express my feelings. It pained me to see those things in someone else I saw in myself. Natsuki sniffles. Yuri rustles through her bag and pulls out some tissues, then hands them to Natsuki. Monica told me that it takes a good person to reflect on these things. Desire to improve yourself, that makes you a good person, so don't worry so much. Also, there are things that about you that people would like, so... Like what? Like how you're fun for people to be around. And you're not shy and you know how to make people laugh. And you're very passionate about things, you know how to take the lead. And you care a lot about other people. And just a lot of things. Oh. Well, now you make me feel really embarrassed. You're the one who asked. And don't you think I feel embarrassed? Natsuki tries to hide a smile, then she sighs as it fades again. Every time I come here, I always think it's the last time, but then I keep coming back for some reason. Is that bad? Just really confusing. I mean, my friends and I go way back, so ditching them all the time feels like, I don't know. Feels like what? Natsuki's voice gets quiet. Maybe I'm scared that they'll get mad at me. I really don't know what to do. She pauses. Yuri stares into the distance, tracing her eyes along the patterns of the floor tiles while she thinks to herself. What would you do, hypothetically, if your friends were happy for you instead of mad at you? Happy for what? Happy that your new club is making you happy. Well, that's just not a fair hypothetical. Natsuki says that with little confidence in her voice. I always told myself that I don't rely on the approval of others to be happy. And I still feel that way, but I'm spending time with people who put me down whenever I don't have their approval. That's probably what's making me feel so confused. Because I'm threatened out of the things that should make me happy. So no matter what, it's like I have to be unhappy to be happy. It's making my head hurt. That must make it really difficult to feel comfortable with yourself. Being made to feel like you're wrong just for being the person you are. It really goes against everything I believe in, doesn't it? It goes against the kind of person I want to be. I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with a lot of things. Natsuki presses her palms into her forehead and shakes her head. I know what's best for me, but I keep convincing myself out of it. It's so much easier to be comfortably unhappy than it is to do something so scary. To do what? You know, to end it. With them? Natsuki nods. I don't think you're actively considering that as an option. I wasn't, until recently. This is one of those things where, like, it's been a certain way for so long that you just get used to it. Like, so much of you has gotten into it, so much that feels like this is how your life is. And throwing it away is like throwing away such a big part of your life. It makes me feel sick to think about. Natsuki sighs. It's just really scary. It's terrifying. What are you scared of? I don't know, a lot of things. Like being alone. Not having anyone to talk to or hang out with. Not being able to replace what I have with them. And I don't want them to hate me. and I'm scared they'll hurt me for going against them. Physically? Oh, not physically, but... Yuri clenches her fists. Natsuki, what? If anyone ever thinks to cause you harm, I will unleash hell upon them. Natsuki snorts in laughter. Don't laugh at me. Sorry, I like that. That's all. Nice. Good job. Well, you're gonna be really close, man. Hopefully I can be a lucky stream for you. Oh, well, I meant it. I know you did. Natsuki gives Yuri an endearing look. I needed it. As the conversation lapses, Natsuki again slides her box of cupcakes over to Yuri. Just take them, okay? I don't want other people to have them anymore. Are you sure? Natsuki nods. I'm sure. I will then. I will enjoy them. Natsuki looks away, but a feeling of warmth spreads through her. Do you know how much you got left of the special quest and kill count? She holds on to that feeling, knowing it would give her courage. Ah, you're here first today? And you brought reading material? Natsuki is sitting in her usual spot, this time holding a volume of manga while lunch sits beside her. Yuri sits down as well and opens her own book. It sucks when a good series has to come to an end. Like when it's such a big part of your life and then one day there's just nothing left. Makes you feel so empty. Unfortunately, I'm about to experience that myself. I'm the last book of this series. That sucks. But there's also something satisfying about letting a story conclude. I don't know if I'd want it to go on forever. Maybe, but there's also some things I wish could. On the other hand, have you ever read something that overstayed its welcome? Oh yeah, definitely. I can think of at least one thing I've read that got pretty much unbearable like halfway through and the ending really sucked. So it sucks when something good has to end, but also sucks when they just keep inventing more plot until you don't like it anymore. Kill count, no clue. Ah, yeah, I'd be saying. Hope you get it soon, you know? I guess it sucks either way. Well, that's the nature of all things. They come to an end. The two fall silent. They slowly eat while making their way through the respective reading material. Except Natsuki doesn't seem to be touching her food at all. You don't go out during the weekends, right? Excuse me? Like with friends at the mall or downtown or whatever? I'm not a total shut-in, you know. Oh, my bad for making assumptions. I'm sure I go out less often than other people like you and the others in the club. I don't really meet with friends and up to spend time like that. I usually meeting with my board game group. Board game group? It doesn't matter, it's just more nerdy stuff. Why do you ask anyway? I was just curious, just realised I couldn't picture it, so I was just curious. Yuri looks at Natsuki and realises she's shaking. Don't look at me like that. Sorry. Natsuki pulls her knees into her chest and puts her head down. I can't take this. Did I do something? Yuri gets flustered, her mind racing over what she may have said or done. I did. I ended it. I texted them earlier telling them. And then I just blocked them because I'm so afraid of their responses. And now it feels like I'm dying inside. Ah, that's... I'm sorry. Totally unsure of what to do, Yuri can barely find any words of support to offer. Yeah, hopefully it could be done soon, Skiller, because I think it sounds like you're about ready to be done with Monster Hunter, you know? I think I can imagine you got stories to do as well once that comes out, if it's not already out. Meanwhile, the sound of Natsuki's unusually hard breathing fills the air. Then she speaks again, barely above a whisper. Help me. I feel sick and I want to hit my head against things. Please help, I can't take this. You may be having a panic attack. With that realization, Yuri's demeanor suddenly changes. I have experience with this, so I'll help you through it, okay? Natsuki meekly nods for a rapid breath, head still buried in her knees. Oh, Natsuki, I feel that too. Panic attacks are a bitch. Yuri slides herself over to Natsuki and sits on the step behind her. Then she puts her hands on Natsuki's shoulders. Can you feel my hands? Natsuki nods. Her shaking becomes much more apparent through Yuri's sense of touch. Yuri keeps her voice low and gentle. You're safe right now. You're in a good and safe place where nothing can hurt you. Natsuki nods once more. Although Yuri is only touching Natsuki's shoulders, she can practically feel her racing pulse through the base of her neck. We'll do a breathing exercise together. All you have to do is listen to my breaths and breathe along with me. Let's breathe in now. Yuri takes a deep, slow breath. Beneath her hands, she feels Natsuki's shoulders rise as Natsuki takes a breath of her own, trying to mimic Yuri. They exhale together, although Natsuki's breath shakes on the way out. That's good. Let's keep going. Nice. Oh yeah, I remember you saying you need like a fuckload of coins as well. I bet you can't wait to do them. Yuri breathes in once more, and Natsuki joins her. They continue like that for a few more cycles while Yuri closely monitors. Eventually, Yuri feels Natsuki rest more of her weight into Yuri's palms. Let's focus on the physical world. All you have to do is focus on the feeling of your breaths going in and out, and the weight of my hands on your shoulders. You're in a safe and comfortable physical space. Minutes pass in silence. By now, the worst of it has passed, but Yuri's determined not to move away until Natsuki prompts her to. Meanwhile, Natsuki has lifted her head off her knees and her breathing has mostly steadied. Then she takes a final deep breath and slowly pulls herself to her feet, causing Yuri to let go. She stretches her arms. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to freak out. I don't know what my deal is. You don't have to apologize. This must be enormously stressful for you. Is that going to keep happening? It may or may not. We can take measures to help prevent it in the future, but I think it will naturally get better over time. Natsuki motions to sit back down again, so Yuri moves over. Yuri turns away to pick up her open book from the dusty floor, which she had hastily set down earlier. She brushes the dust off the cover. I don't think I could have gotten through that alone. You're not alone. Feeling shy again, Yuri speaks into her own lap. From now on, you don't have to do anything alone. Aww. As she says that, Yuri tenses up. It's rare for her to so openly share her thoughts, but something about Natsuki, of all people, makes it feel so much more natural to do so. Those coins go hand in hand with the second special quest that kills okay with it, to be fair. Every 10 quests get 200 coin. That's not bad then, if you get bonuses and stuff. It sounds like you, yeah, I mean, you're basically working on 2 trophies at the same time in that regard, so that's good. Natsuki does such a good job at hiding it that's taken a long time for Yuri to finally realize it. And because of that, Yuri is able to deliver the reassurance that she herself would have wanted, demonstrating that you deserve to have the love of others. If you can accept that for the first time, then perhaps you can begin the tumultuous journey of learning to love yourself. Aww. Do you really mean that? You're probably going to regret saying that if you do. How so? Because I'm probably going to have a lot of free time during the weekends from now on. So you're giving me permission to be as annoying as I want and to drag you around to lots of places. I see, but you already said it, so you can't take it back now. Ah, well I suppose I've no choice but to accept responsibility then. Yeah, Yuri's really cute, isn't she? Mm-hmm. And Natsuki's definitely underage, so I'm not touching that. The people can pretend she's over 18, but she's not. I know a good ice cream place. Oh? That means you'll finally figure out my favorite ice cream flavor. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, you don't remember? The first day that you came to the club, you guessed everyone's favorite ice cream flavor, but for me, you said you had no idea. Seriously? I don't remember that at all. Oh, wait, yes, I do. I said it was probably green tea. Yuri shakes her head. It's a good guess. My favorite is usually to get chocolate and raspberry together. Chocolate and raspberry? How fancy. How is that fancy? No, I don't know. I feel like I should have guessed something like that. Well, maybe next time I try chocolate and strawberry. Hey, strawberry is my favorite. What a coincidence. I think it helps to have something to look forward to. I still have a sick feeling in my stomach, but it's easier now to convince myself that I did the right thing. Is there anything better I could be doing? Not that I know of. There's nothing that would make this easy for me. And you already did more than I thought anyone could. Come to think of it, we never talked about the letter you wrote. But I feel like we're way past that at this point. I don't even know what to talk about. Except I think it helped me understand my needs a little bit better. The way I like to be treated, and the kinds of friends I want to have. That's why I wanted to start coming here in the first place, even though I was so scared of causing more problems. I thought it was a coincidence that you ran into me. I thought it was a coincidence that you ran into me here initially. No, I know what you mean, Skill. It's best to just make sure. And you need the kills anyway, right? So I might as well just go for it. Well, not exactly. What do you mean? Nothing. I may have tracked you down first, with the help of Sayuri. But you said... I was shy, okay? I wasn't ready to like... Oh, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Well, I guess I'm glad you worked up the courage. Even if it was your own way. I could tell that you've been making a lot of difficult decisions. It's brave, and it would make things better in the long run. I think anyone would be proud of you for it. Anyone? You mean like you? Yes, like me. You know, I could get used to this. As long as you don't tease me too much. Fine, just a little then. That's fine. I know how uncertain everything feels to you right now. But I really do think that good things are in store. These are my honest feelings. Thanks. It feels nice to be reassured. Aww. The two girls continued their conversation through the remainder of lunch, but a new feeling hangs in the air, a feeling of greater certainty in the path forward. In just a few hours, there'll be another literature club meeting where the 4 club members will happily spend time together. Each of them, all of their own special qualities, have something unique that they can deliver to one another. Through friendship and literature, the club members will continue to grow and find new happiness together. The end of each chapter is the start of the next. Yuri thinks to herself. Since she's about to finish a long-running series, it'd be best to have a new book lined up. Perhaps this weekend would be a good time to visit the bookstore. Together. Aww. Oh, that's good. I like that. That was really good. So we unlocked more pictures somewhere. Oh yeah, it's going to be this one, isn't it? Yeah. So we got 2 more left. We haven't finished all the side stories though. Yeah, here we go. We got equals, which is the last one. Yeah, this one left now. And that's going to be Plat. Okay, everyone. We're going to be taking a break from the usual activities today. I was thinking since people are starting to talk about the festivals, it's a good time for us to go over the general direction of the club and all that. I think it'll help us figure out what to do for the festival, you know? Oh, so you and I already came up with a really good plan. Oh, really? For the festival? Yeah, so the plan is this, okay? You and Yuri collect information ahead of time on which clubs and classes are doing food booths. Then we take a map and plan the most efficient route so we can get the most out of them before the lines get too long. Hey, that's got nothing to do with the club. Well, you've got to let me finish. Alright, fine, go ahead. Right, so basically we get all the food we can, then we come back here and we all eat together. That's all. Wow, I got tricked twice by the same joke. Boo, don't be a hater. It's not like you can come up with anything better. Look, even Yuri was thinking about it. No, I wasn't. I'd really prefer to do something literature related. We can eat together anytime. The festival's a unique opportunity. Besides, it's been quite a while since we've had any new interest in the club. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. We should really get a shot at showing people what the literature club is all about. I'll tell you what, we can do both, right? We'll make time for your food mission, still put together a public event. Oh my gosh, yes! I was just joking, but that's a really good idea. Well, I'm glad that's settled. Actually, I want a drink. So give me a second, guys. Alright, I'm back. I got some chocolate milk on the way. Right. I think the question is how to come up with an event that demonstrates everything you can get at the literature club. I'm gonna just put my headphones aside because I don't need them. That's kind of tough because everyone gets something different out of the club. Okay, how about this? Let's go around and have each of us talk about what we've gotten out of the club so far. Hey CJ, how you doing, mate? What's going on? That could really help us figure out what kind of reputation we want to build. Yeah, that's too embarrassing. Oh, but you'd have so much to talk about. That's exactly why. And I'm sure Natsuki feels the same way. Well, maybe, but I didn't plan on arguing against it or anything. I mean, it's a literature club, we could talk about stuff together, right? And the only way to get more comfortable with it is to suck it up and talk about it. Oh, wow. Didn't know you were working on that, CJ. How's that coming along with you? For you? But yeah, I've been great, thank you. Finally managed to finish off the online for NBA. Well, I've got the trophy for it. There's still someone who needs help boosting it, but I'm just gonna like either AFK or like get my Alton to help. So I'm gonna try at least minimize interruptions of streaming now at this point with it. Or like Battlefield boosts. So glad to get that done out of the way. Oh gosh. And the only way to get... Oh yeah, I've already read this. Oh, you're not wrong. I'm sorry for being resistant. It's not good to say suck it up because it sounds like the feelings don't matter. Right, my bad. It's just a habit I need to break. Anyway, who's going to start? I'll start. I was the first to join after all. Yeah, I've heard the DLC with... I don't know about Neo 2 or Nio, however you say it. But I hear Neo 1's DLC is really fucking rough. So I hope you can get that figured out for sure. I'll definitely be doing Neo at some point, so I have to definitely suck up to the DLC as well. Yeah, I'm so happy. I still got the Plat to get and stuff, but getting go for the online was the best thing, really. Wouldn't that be me? No, I want to go first. Fine, you can start, I don't mind. Yay! So, gosh, it feels like so long ago. I think I joined because I want to have fun sharing poems with people. It seemed like there'd be a safe way to express myself, you know, like if it's just a poem. That I could share without feeling like I'm burdening everyone with my problems. And I thought it'd be a really good way to get to know other people too. So yeah, I was like really surprised I walked in, it was just Monica. Just Monica. And she was sleeping. Don't mind me of that, oh gosh. Yeah, but it seemed like so much fun to help start a new club. Especially since writing helped me so much, I want to see it help other people too. But it ended up being me who was inspired, because I remember feeling like Monica's just so sweet and mature and that I could trust her with anything. It made me feel like a lot less alone, having someone who knew even the bad things about me. And at that point, I knew the literature club was going to be special for a lot of people. Yeah, I felt the same way. It really helped give a club a more cohesive vision. Yeah, and then Yuri joined, but she was so different from us. And then Natsuki too. I think for Yuri, it really helped for me to take the lead before she was able to open up a little. But Natsuki was kind of the opposite, where she wasn't ready to get really close to someone really quickly. Never really thought about that sort of thing. I really feel like I've gotten better understanding people's different needs. And that makes me really happy because my friends are the most important thing to me. You still had to get gear from New Game Plus 4 to wait, I don't understand that. Okay, you get gear from New Game Plus 4 to New Game Plus 2. I'm confuzzled. Whatever new members we get, I want to help them in those ways too. I don't know if I would have continued coming to the club if it weren't for you. Really? I know it wasn't too long ago, but it hurts to think about my behaviour back then. I was really short-sighted. The only reason I came was to find others who were into fantasy. I suppose that was my idea of making friends with people. And I remember feeling so uncomfortable because you and I have such different energy. Oh, right. Yes, I understand. Yeah. That is definitely backwards. I had such a specific idea of the kind of person I could be friends with, so when Sayuri tried so hard to get to know me, I felt like I was just wasting her time. I think I was naive to assume that similar interests were the key component of friendship. Sayuri and I are able to be friends because she always thinks about the needs of other people. That's something I never knew how to do or even thought to do. I stayed in the club thanks to that, and I started trying as hard as I could to understand people better. You really went above and beyond when it came to that. I was super impressed. I always hated I didn't know how to behave like a person who is easily liked by others like the two of you can. And because of that, I spent so much time thinking about my own behavior and all the wrong things I said. But the whole time I should have been thinking about other people instead, not myself. Once I started doing that, I was able to make friends with everyone else. Oh, also, I discovered I'm a better communicator when I take the time to write rather than to speak. And it's so strange the way things turned out. It's so far different from anything I ever would have expected. But I'm happy. I suppose we don't always know what we really need. Oh my gosh, you're so cute that I'm going to throw up. Okay, please don't do that, Sayuri. Besides, I'm not cute. Hey, isn't that my line? Oh, well, for me it's actually true, so... What are you saying? Nothing. I finished my part, so somebody else take the turn. My heart! Sayuri takes some deep breaths. Oh, God. Just gotta do a stretch. Okay, fine, I'll go. Yeah, I can't believe you're complaining about doing this. It still went before me. What a show-off. I was just following up on Sayuri. It was the easiest way to get over with. Besides, you left out the most important thing that you got out of this club. I did? Yeah, a regular supply of your favourite cupcakes. Oh no, I forgot that too. I'm a traitor to the cupcake queen. Neither of you are forgiven. It looks like only Monaco will be getting the cupcakes next time. No! I can't eat that many cupcakes. Yeah, true, only Yuri can. Hey! Well, anyway, I'm just putting off talking. It's kind of hard to talk about this stuff. But I guess what it comes down to is I'm in a much better place mentally than I was when I first joined. And that's because everyone helped me realise I had some really toxic friendships going on outside the club. And it's honestly a really painful thing to go through. Having to cut them out still hurts to think about. I'm sorry, Natsuki. It's fine, I knew it was for the best, and I was right. I guess for me it's all about feelings. I was only ever ridiculed for having feelings, so I thought the right thing to do was just to ignore them. It took me a really long time to realise that's not really how things are supposed to work. And I guess that's thanks to everyone who took the time to respect my feelings, even though I was being like the biggest jerk. I'm really sorry for being such a jerk to everyone. I was really the worst. Natsuki's voice chokes a little. We love you, Natsuki. I just hate that I was like that. Everyone did so much for me and I could never do anything in return. That's not true. Natsuki, you've done a lot more than you think. This club really wouldn't have been the same without you, and I mean that. Remember how judgmental I was when you first showed up? It was like I couldn't accept anything other than my own idea of what Literature Club was supposed to be. Apparently that was more important to me than the opportunity to bring you some happiness. Thank you. You really taught me that anything that makes someone happy is worth your respect. You even inspired me to start playing piano. That's something that also means a whole lot to me. So there's no need to put yourself down. Okay. Natsuki wipes her eyes. You helped me a lot too. It's so much fun to have you around. And you helped me become a better person. Having a problem doesn't make you needy or inconvenient. It means that there's something that needs to be better for you, and you always deserve that. I agree. Seeing us have some of the same struggles made me a better person as well. I wouldn't want to change anything about our time here. I don't think any of us would. I'm sorry I got all dramatic again. That's all I wanted to say, so Monica can go now. There's no need to apologise. It was something I wanted to talk about anyway because it made a big difference for me. I was always such a strict perfectionist who never took enough time to believe in the best of other people. But everyone kept proving me wrong. I made the mistake multiple times thinking that my way was the best for everyone. Or thinking that I was needed to solve other people's problems. I think being a leader means that you have to acknowledge that you're not perfect and that the best thing you can do is to help guide people rather than to do everything for them. I'm gonna have chalky milk. Chalky milk. Gosh, I needed that. We're all good people. We're all equals. I think that's the most important thing I've gotten out of this club, realizing what that really means. So Yuri, what are you doing? I just thought we should be writing some of these things down. Things about the club that are valuable to us. With a piece of chalk in her hand, Soya writes the word trust on the chalkboard. This is because you showed me that I could trust you with everything about me, not just my good side. Suddenly Yuri takes a piece of chalk as well. She writes, understanding. I owe a lot of gratitude to everyone who took the time to understand me, even though it's so difficult for me to express myself. In that case. Monica takes a piece of chalk as well and writes the word respect. I always thought I was a respectful person, but it took the club for me to realise that there was more to it than I thought. Now I'm a better person because of it. I have another one. Suri writes balance. Sometimes people want different things out of a friendship, or they need time before they're ready to become close. It's important to keep things balanced between you and the other person. That reminds me. You writes reflection. I've always been a reflective person, but most of it's been nothing more than hating myself for all the things I thought I did wrong. Once I started reflecting on other people, and not just myself, a lot of things changed for me. So I think that's the most important one for me. That's great, we have a whole list of things now. Suddenly everyone turns to look at Natsuki. Well, everyone took all the chalk, don't look at me like that, jeez. You could have just asked. Monica hands a piece of chalk to Natsuki. Then Natsuki sighs and writes self-love. I don't know how far I've gotten with it yet, but it feels like things are at least on the right track. So there's my contribution. Together, everyone stares at the words on the board. Wasn't this club supposed to be about literature? It is, we still do a lot of literature. Friendship and literature. Yeah, you're right. Friendship and literature. Natsuki and Yuri gently nod as well. Hey, let's all take a picture together. We don't have one yet, right? Hey, you're right. Make sure you send it to me after. Wait, can I brush my hair first or something? Oh, you're fine. You already have the best hair out of all of us. Everyone get together. I can't fit you all in. Okay. Okay, everyone ready? And click. I'm really glad we talked about all this stuff. It's easy to forget how far we've come with only 4 members. Yeah, I have so many happy thoughts right now. I'm getting some really good inspiration for a poem. You know, I feel the same way. I kind of want to get some writing done. Me too. I think I would like that as well. Everyone's looking at me again. I'll do it too, but I might not feel like sharing it. That's okay. The 4 members of the literature club disperse and return to their desks, each equipping themselves with a pen. Natsuki and Yuri give each other a quick glance, then start writing immediately. Sayuri stretches and then does the same. But Monica is left tapping her pen against the paper unsure of where to start. Just move your hand. Monica mouths to herself. Write the way into your heart. Do I have my remote anywhere? Is the remote?
I think it's in the back of the desk.
It is, thank you.
I'm on the match that I've been looking forward to.
Nice. You have fun with that, yeah?
Yeah, as LSJ versus Orange Bollocks.
A mind full of thoughts, memories, and inspiration, Monica navigates past her mental barriers and begins to write. It doesn't matter what, just that's something new. Aww. I really like this game. Really enjoyed it. And the music's bopping as well. And that's basically the ending for the DLC Plus version, because Plus didn't have the side... I'm pretty sure the original, didn't have the side stories. And no, Salvatore also did the music. Music in this game is really good. So that would probably be a trophy pop at the end. This now be the platinum. Such fucking fanfiction bait this shit is, man. All these pictures. All the shipping bait. Okay. I really enjoyed the side stories a lot. I was really surprised by them, to be honest. A lot of it's very, like, really good life lessons, you know? Really enjoyed them. Ah, thank you, game. Aw. Man, I need another game by Team Savato, to be honest. I need another game. Aw. I definitely need that as a wallpaper for sure.
You do, actually.
Yeah. And there we go. Wait, that's not platinum. Okay, that should have been platinum, unless there's something else in side stories. Oh, test VM? What's this? Okay, hold on. I think there's something still there. Okay, yeah, hold on. We need to do test VM, I guess. So let's move on. We need to have a meeting about shifting our focus a little bit. We've reset VM1 how many times now? For real, we've definitely collected as much data as we can from it at this point. We just need to work with what we have and try to increase the stability of our connection to VM2. We've obviously gotten spoiled by the ease of access that VM1 offers us, but it's just unrealistic for someone in real life to be granted a level of elevation even close to monitor kernel access. If we can't establish a stable connection to VM2, then how can we expect to get anywhere the same scenario inevitably recurs to our own universe? Anyway, thanks to Ro's work, we're able to acquire a few rudimentary logs. I have an idea on how to increase connection stability to VM2 while maintaining weak hypervisor access to everyone inside an individual basis. Yeah, I think it's if we have to view the pictures and music, or we have to do VM2. I just thought we had to do all the side stories, but I think we have to do whatever the VM2 thing is. Because I don't have to do any more playthroughs of the game. It's literally just side stuff, basically, at this point. Ironically, it has to do with something that they're building in their own VM. I'll go into detail in a more formal report, but some of the log files indicate attempts of those to pull together the access potential of multiple individuals into a single parallel unit. It sounds ridiculous, but if they actually get somewhere with it, then we might have a solid entry point that doesn't heavily intrude upon the VM. I'm going to spin up a read-only hypervisor that we can use to test different ideas like this. The elevation level will be set to monitor adjacent runtime level access. The VM would just be named Test VM for now, though the parallel access unit that building the VM seems to be called Project Libertina, according to the few logs we have. We can change the name once we actually get a decent picture of it. So this might be like a little... Is this a little view of the next game or something? What is it? There we go. Platinum. That's gonna be a terrible platinum.
Platinum!
That's a terrible platinum photo. Wait, what? Male and infertile children can still be trained in specialized... What? What the fuck is this? Connection lost? Is that what the next game's going to be about? But yeah, thank you so much to everyone for the, Okay, yeah, that was it. Is that what the next story is going to be about, maybe? Because I think the whole VM2 thing may be like a sequel thing or something, or whatever, but, that's a terrible platinum picture, maybe. Actually, no. I mean, yeah, that's terrible, but whatever. To be fair, I'm glad it's actually non-spoiler at very least. Actually, it might be kind of spoilery. Maybe not spoiler? I don't know. We'll see. Let's have a look at the pictures we got. Yeah, thank you so much for the GGs, everyone. I really appreciate it. So that's everyone say cheese and then everyone with a the little fucking mustache there. Oh, and I like this as a wallpaper though. Is there any more like stuff here? Nah, I think that was it. This is if you view... Yeah, I guess that's if you view VM2, you get that. There's also the music as well. Oh, what can I say about this game, man? It's just... It's incredible. I've not played a visual novel in really quite some time. I think maybe the last one I played would have probably been... Danganronpa, maybe? Probably. I don't think I've played a visual novel since that game, but yeah, this game's incredible. Love the stories it tells. I was kind of expecting... I was really surprised, to be honest, because I was kind of thinking... From what everyone was telling... I might as well very quickly speedrun and skip to get the very easy plot on this. I was kind of really expecting... Because everyone really goes on about the horror and stuff of the game, right? And, oh, this is... Okay. Usually you have to see the login screen. Don't usually see that beginning bit. Yeah. We get to skip through these. But from everyone going on about, like, the horror and stuff of the game, I was thinking that a lot of this was going to be for shock value. You know? Like, oh, there's going to be lots of gore and scary things and all sorts and... nasty things. And that was all the game was going to be about. But actually, there's a really good story underneath all of that. Like, the horror was just a part of the storytelling, you know? Like, it wasn't the horror wasn't the core part of the game, in a sense. Like, it wasn't like all the game was about. It was just sort of like a way to try to tell the story of Monica, the human being, basically being trapped. You know, being trapped in the VM, basically. Like a self-aware human being who's, like, stuck in this dating sim, and she's trying to get out of it. And the horror is from her trying to do all these fucked up things to try and get the player to, you know, I guess fall in love with her, or some way for her to find a way to get out, things like that. And there's like the little side stories which have like really nice little moments, some little character building, genuine stuff in it that you could actually take for advice in real life, which I really kind of like, actually, you know? Yeah, I really, really enjoyed this game, and I'd highly recommend people... I mean, if you've sat and watched all my streams, you've just been spoiled on everything, or maybe you don't mind, you know? But, I still maybe recommend, like, people who haven't played this game. I'm not going to spoil stuff for them if they don't know, but... I feel like if I know people are into visual novels, I'll be telling them straight away to go ahead and play this game, because it's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I got the Plat for the PS4 version, so I'm just speedrunning the PS5 version now. But how you doing, Mid? But yeah, this game was absolutely fantastic. And I'm really, really looking forward to Team Zavata to hopefully, touch wood, do another game, because I'm not being funny, if I hear them releasing another game, I will pre-order it day one, 100%. Yeah, I guess it is still clicking. Whoops. Yeah, so there we go. So it took around roughly 18 hours and 30 minutes. Now, that's very long for, I guess, like a visual novel. But I think it's mostly because I actually sat and read everything out loud. If you were to actually just read the text and you didn't read it to yourself, you'd probably get this Plat in like 10 hours. Chucky milk. But I'm actually quite a slow reader, and also I'm talking to chat and stuff like that. God, Yuri's tits are massive in that picture. So now, we're gonna get the Plat to this very quickly. Or the PS5 stacks. Now I'm sat here wondering, oh my god, I don't know really what to play next. I mean, I do have FF2 lined up, Final Fantasy 2. I could actually start that tonight.
Start your fucking penance.
No, it's on my list. I've not gotten there yet. It is. Check on my list, man. It's on there.
Fucking look at you then, Doki Jones over here.
Well, fucking this was for Spooktober, bitch. Yeah, that's friendship and literature. So then we need to do this. Oh, we need to read them. Wait. Oh no. Have I missed something? Wait. That's getting all the pictures. Wait, yeah, that's... Wait, what? Eh? What am I missing? I've got all the pictures, haven't I? Wait, am I? I'm not missing the secrets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got all the secrets. What? Huh?
Oh no, counting.
Oh yeah, you don't count the creepy one. What am I missing on this? Starting the VM, but I don't have the VM there, do I? What the fuck? What am I missing? I do have all the pictures, right? I've got all the secrets. I've gotten all the CGs. I've gotten all the poems. Oh, that's weird. There shouldn't be anything missing then. I've gotten everything. Oh no. I followed a true achievements guide, so... Oh, am I missing like maybe a song or something? Oh, I might be missing some music. Hold on. Did I do, I got on the Candy Hearts one. Am I missing a song?
Mo.
Yeah.
Cam Talbot's Detroit.
Oh. That's spicy. Yeah, I might be missing a song, maybe. Sorry, chat, I'm just looking up the guide. No, I don't. I do have on the pit. Yeah, I just did the... I'm trying to get this. Do I have to do that first? Because I've gotten the true ending. Yeah, I'm trying to get the PS5 version. That literally doing all that should have popped it. Should have caused another little side story to pop up, but it didn't. Uh... Hmm. I'm actually doing another playthrough. I'm just seeing if maybe doing a reset helps trigger it. Do 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 do. Did equals. That was.
Hey, listen!
The game one made a funny face, so that wasn't the last picture I needed. I don't get it. I've got everything here though. Data collected 99%. What am I fucking missing? What am I missing? Oh, what's the 1% I'm missing? Hello, Punisher. How you doing? Hold on. Let me see. I hope this isn't fucking bugged or something. That'd be really convenient. Hmm. That's cool, Punisher. Did you enjoy it? I don't think I've ever played that I mean, I've not actually played Quakes 1 and 2. I only ever played Quake with the, like, the arena ones, like Quake 3, I think it is. Hmm. Oh, 27 songs. Okay, I do have the 27 songs. Hmm.
Whoa!
Hey, Devils, how you doing? Thank you so much for the tier 1 at 10 months at tier 1. How you doing, my dude? I'm just trying to get this fucking platinum. I've gotten it for the PS4 version, but I can't seem to... I'm gonna have to count the pictures. Hold on. Maybe there's like a picture that I'm missing. How many are there? There's 113. So I'm gonna have to count this, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna be a bit slow. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 20. 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 94. Oh, hold on. This is the one I'm missing. It's the one between Act 1, call Sayuri for help. Oh, I know this one. I know the one I'm missing. I know the one I'm missing. You have to... Oh, sorry guys, this will require a whole last playthrough. It'd be very quick though. I have to try skip something Monica said. You know the very end of the game when Monica goes into that long ass fucking when she goes into that like long ass fucking monologue that you can't skip. If you try to force skip, she gets pissed off, like a little bit annoyed at you and it doesn't look a CG image. I forgot to do that on this. Yeah, I probably get a better screenshot now. Yeah. Doesn't really matter who I pick here, so we're literally just rushing to the end now. Going through the extra campaigns was interesting. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I never played that. I did Doom 64. Well, I say I did it. I only did the password system to get all the achievements on it. But I at least played a bit of that, you know? And that seemed okay. You're going home? Nice, Devils. Hopefully work was okay for you. I was like, I got Sayuri. Yeah, I think if you like mash spam the poem stuff, I feel like you get Sayuri like all the time, which is kind of weird. Hey, Hurry, how you doing? Thank you so much for the hydrate. Hope you're well, my dude. I got the Plat's the PS4 version of this. I'm just very quickly speedrunning the PS5 version. I hope you're well, my dude. I think I remember that Punisher from when I did it, yeah. I'm doing great, thank you. Just trying to get back into the swing of streaming again since I'm done with the online for NBA now. Because I really miss it. Really miss doing the stremmy strem. Oh, it sucked, Hurry. Well, thankfully, I was really lucky because the boosting guys I got for on PSMP were actually all, they all had the brain, basically. I don't know what it is for me in PSMP, but I must be the luckiest motherfucker on earth. Every single session I've ever had a PSMP always, like, goes so well. I've yet to have a bad one, and thankfully, yeah, that was also a really good one. Is this more like the, the actual grind was ludicrous for it. Like, I've not gotten the Plat yet, I've just done it online, but I think I must have done easy like 70 plus hours just of online for that game. And I'm just so fucking sick of basketball now. No, it's alright, Skiller. Yeah, I miss your streams, dude. I want to see you stream more often. Yeah, it's crazy, Harry, because like everyone I know's had like massively bad experiences, but like me, I'm like, I've literally only, and even with really big groups, like for example, I remember doing like motocross versus ATV. I've done like 2 of those games that required needing over like 16 people, and I still managed to have like a really really painless time of it. So yeah, I think we're both very lucky in that regard. You never really, Skiller? Well, before I, like, you know, did stuff with Hunter's Lodge and all that and Platco and stuff, like, I pretty much had to heavily, like, rely on, PSMP. So I'm, like, super used to using it. But, yeah, I think if you never needed to use it, then, you know, it's quite lucky, really. Every time I replay this fucking game, I hate this scene, by the way. It always makes the hairs of my neck stand up every time I've done like a million playthroughs of this. So glad BF1's been going smooth. Yeah. It's been going fantastic. I think, you know, touch wood, we can get all of it done maybe tomorrow, hopefully. We obviously got to help Dave out with the rest of it, and we still need to help him out with doing the operations as well. Yeah, we've just been very lucky. Yeah, like the boosts go like way better if you're like doing Platco or whatever, or you know, Hunter's Lodge and stuff, then, or like your own little friend groups or whatever, then it's such a, you know, fantastic time, really. Or like, you know, your own little friend groups, like, you know, if you got like, you know what I mean, right? It's just, I have enjoyed trophy hunting like so much more since like Hunter's Lodge and Platco and meeting all you folks, you know. I just want to show something off quickly. If you do this fast enough, you can. There we go. You get that, which is pretty cool. You're always down to help. Yeah, yeah. That's what I mean. We need to make sure we can get Dave sorted as well. I have been keeping an eye out. Like every time I've been playing today, I have been like hopping on Battlefield to check the operations if any are active. Unfortunately, strangely enough, there's no rotation on at the moment. Because, like, before it was, like, what was it, Fire and Ice or something? So you had, like, the Brusilov Offensive of some other. So I'm kind of a bit worried. Like, I hope we do get, like, another, I hope we do have, like, another, like, rotation going on. Because that's usually kind of how people play all those maps, is, like, through that. Yeah, I apologize to people, by the way. You've probably seen all this shit flying by the screen, no context. It's like some really fucked up stuff going on. And I'm just talking like all willy-nilly about trophy boosts and stuff. Yeah, this game is very fucked up. Yeah, me too, Harry. Like, I have gone through so much of my backlog this year, and it's all thanks to, like, folks like yourself, you know, like... Big shout out to you, Harry, actually, because I think you're the fellow who approached me, right, to do GTA 4. And I'm not being funny, I actually thought I was never going to get that game done, because every fucking person I knew already had it. And it feels like one of those things that, like, if everyone else already gets a platinum or all the online done, then you're kind of fucked, really, most of the time. So I really do appreciate that. You know, I was able to get that online done, which I'm, like, so happy about. All right, yeah. So I need to... Community's awesome. Thank you for being part of the outside Platco. Yeah, for sure, Hurry. I completely agree with you. 100%. Like, it's such a... Like, generally, like, it's a really, really cool community. Like, yeah, you're gonna get some absolute fucking weirdos in it and some assholes and whatever. But they are the, like, absolute tiniest minority. Like, 95% of people I've met are, like, wonderful. And I'm really happy and, like... I'm really happy and I just feel so lucky to have met everyone. And I hope that continues, you know? You're gonna run some Valorant, Devils? Yeah, I was lurking you the other day if you're doing that. I don't know how you guys play, like, games like that, because it's, like... I don't know, like, games like that, like, so above my head. Aw, Skiller, I'm sure we'd all love to help you if you ever needed help with anything. And you do Devils, you gotta do Rebirth, for fuck's sake. I'm begging you, do Rebirth. The game's amazing. I gotta go back to it to do the Platinum as well. Hopefully now that I've finished NBA, actually. Well, I think once I get the Plat to NBA, I'm gonna go back to Rebirth. Yeah, for sure, Harry. It really worked out. Enjoyed it on PC. Ah, well... I understand that, Skiller, to be honest with you. It's one of those things that takes... Like, I used to hate asking people for help too, to be honest. So I don't have any tips, really. I think it's one of those things that get better over time, you know? Yeah, I gotta do Black Ops 4 as well, but I don't think I'd be doing that this year, to be honest. Yeah, I completely agree, Hurry. Like, what's the worst they can say, really, you know? And if they say anything, like, really horrible, then you know not to associate yourselves with people like that anymore, you know? Like, if I went and told somebody to fuck off if they asked me for help, then I'd hope that people would be like, God, that move's terrible. Don't ever ask them for help. You know? Right. Are you trying to fast forward? I'm not boring you, am I? Oh, gosh. Well, there's nothing to fast forward to, Moph. It's just the two of us, after all. But aside from that, time doesn't really exist anymore, so it's not even going to work. Here, I'll go ahead and turn it off for you. There we go. You be a sweetheart and listen from now on, right? Thanks. Now, where was I? I like that. It's a bit creepy. And I think that's creepy as well that I never realized until Ryder's reading like a TV tropes in this game was Monica's pupils have like a little black dot in them, which makes her look so much more scarier. I never noticed that before, but she looks so much more creepier once you realize that. Like that tiniest little pupil in her eyes, you know? Yeah, Blackout's disgusting. Yeah, exactly, Punisher. Yeah, I know what you mean, Skiller. Like, getting told no is kind of one thing, but I think it hurts worse if you just get ignored, right? You know? You did Blackout legit? Get the hell out of here, Hurry. Oh, I hated every minute of that. I boosted it and I still hated it. Right, so let's go check if... Now platinum pops. Oh, here we go. Okay, we're not going to get a better screenshot, I'm afraid. But that was the last thing I needed. Platinum trophy. Yay. Wait, what? During birth or the full trimester, the effects? Wait, there's more stuff? Okay, that's weird. Something different came up there. Connection lost. Does something different keep popping up every time you do this? Yeah, it must do, because it's gone past the bit I read. Wait, there's a 54, 42, 15. This must be all be stuff like a sequel then. Alright. Yeah, that's everything. Yippee, 2 platinums. Alright. Let me check. Let me do a quick lodge update. I think we'll just start FF2 today then, I guess. Well, hopefully, Skill, if you ever ask, like, around, like, in Platco or the Lodge or anything like that, I'm sure, you know, at the very least, if people can't help you, it'd be nice if they could at least let you know, you know? Did I get any fat points for that? Yeah, I got fat completion today. Nice. Oh, that was completion 275 as well.